Hey y'all, glory be to God. Welcome to the Kingdom Woman channel where living for God is made practical. I'm Mariah. So thanks for tuning in, y'all. So today I am of course in front of the gym. But before I go in, I gotta touch bases with y'all. Because God is continuing to give me revelation about the kingdom, which is according to his word. Whoever has will get more, and I'm getting more. But that's just a natural part of seeking him in his kingdom. You get more revelation. But again, he's given me permission to release everything that's within me, and so that's what I'm gonna do today. And so today's video, I wanted to come simplify the kingdom a little bit more for you guys. So I'm gonna talk about the kingdom, and I'm gonna help explain it and help explain what it is. When I speak about the kingdom, I always talk about how the kingdom is a well-oiled machine where everybody is in the kingdom is working to fulfill the will of God. And that's my perception of it, because God speaks to me through dreams. And when I actually entered the kingdom, it became a point in time where I actually entered into the kingdom. I was informed that I was entering into the kingdom through a dream. And in this dream, that's what it was like. It was like an organization where everybody was working, everybody had an assignment, and everybody was on one accord in fulfilling their assignment and doing and being responsible for what God made them responsible for. And everything was moving according to the will of God. And so that's what the kingdom, that's really what heaven is like. If you read Revelations and you read the Bible and you get an understanding of what heaven, where God actually is right now, is like. That's the same thing as the kingdom here. And when Jesus came, he said, the kingdom is among you. The kingdom is at hand. And that's because it is. But you have to understand that it is a interaction between two different realms, between a spirit realm and a physical realm. And so when Jesus is saying that the kingdom is among you, it is. But the only thing about that is, in order for you to access the kingdom, in order for you to become a kingdom citizen, in order for you to experience the kingdom on earth, there are requirements. You can't just say I'm kingdom and be kingdom. It don't work like that. But here's what I wanted to say about actually being kingdom. Being kingdom means that, just like I said, and like I always say, one, God is giving you decision-making power. So you don't have to be kingdom. There are so many different things in this earth that you can be a part of and that you can devote your time to. And you know what I'm saying? You can be a member of that. You can be a citizen of that and give your all to that. But when you say, I want to be a kingdom citizen, I am a kingdom citizen, you are saying that just like in heaven, you are a liaison on earth for the will of God. And you, in doing so, you become a kingdom citizen. In doing so, you come out of the earth and come out of the world and you enter into the kingdom. Now, I'm in the earth right now physically, right? So it can't be a physical thing. It's not. It cannot be. Jesus said that. Jesus said his kingdom is not physical. Jesus said his kingdom is spiritual, and it is. Therefore, you can only access the kingdom spiritually. And where is your spirit? You are a spirit, but you're in a body, and you have a soul. So the things that are within you, is you, the inside of you, enters into the kingdom. Your heart and your mind, here and here. That's where kingdom citizenship occurs. And that's why you seek him, and you are transformed by changing the way you think and changing your heart posture. Cleaning out your heart. Making sure your heart is in right standing with God. Making sure you have a good heart. Making sure you don't have a heart of stone, but you have a heart of flesh. Not hardening your heart to God, but opening up your heart and allowing him to come in to find whatever he may, so that he can clean you. That's what makes you a kingdom citizen. And so I just wanted to simplify that. But you have to understand the responsibility that comes with it. This is not a glitz and glam thing. This is not for everybody. It can be. It actually is for everybody. But you have to ask yourself if you want this level of responsibility on your shoulders, because you represent God in everything you do. Your will, that's what it means to be crucified, and to allow, and to no longer live, but allow Jesus to live through you. Because your will dies, just like a disciple. You pretty much become a disciple. Your will dies, your wants die, your plans die, your goals die. You give up everything for God's agenda. And that's why everybody is on one accord in the kingdom, because everybody is moving according to the will of God, the king. He's the king of his kingdom, and that's what heaven is going to be like. But God and Jesus, they made a way for us to experience it on earth. He brought the kingdom here to us. We don't have to die and go to heaven to experience the kingdom. That's not what the Bible say. The Bible say the kingdom is amongst you. So, you know what I'm saying? We should be living a kingdom lifestyle if that's what we choose. We don't have to choose it. There's a lot of responsibilities involved with that. Everybody don't want to give up their will. Everybody don't give up their will. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? Take that in consideration. That's a big responsibility. It's a huge responsibility. And you know what I'm saying? The Bible is filled with people who serve God, and then they turn around and they want to get crazy and make the wrong decision, and it don't turn out good for them. You know what I'm saying? So you have to keep that in mind when you like, oh, I want to be a kingdom citizen, I want to serve the Lord. Do you really? Because as soon as you decide you want to pick up your own will instead of executing God's will, you got some trouble on your hands. You got some real trouble on your hands. And it's going to be some consequences behind that decision. That's not because just like God said, a house divided will not fall. So if you in the kingdom and you got your own will while everybody else is working on God's will, how can God's kingdom function as it's intended to? No. He's not going to let his whole kingdom fall for you. You just going to get replaced. Hey, it is what it is. You're going to get replaced. You're going to get replaced with somebody who wants to serve God properly. And we're dealing with God. We're dealing with the King of Kings and Lord of Lords. The Alpha and Omega, the creator of heaven and earth and everything in it. He can raise somebody else up. You ain't special. That's why it's a privilege to serve the Lord. That's why it's a privilege to be a kingdom citizen. And I know maybe you was, hoping for some oogle google Philly, but that ain't what this is about. The kingdom is not about your emotions. The kingdom is not about your feelings, because you have to execute according to the will of God despite how you feel. Now you can have your feelings. The Bible say be mad and sin not. But you cannot allow your feelings to get you to disobey God. Because if you know to do right and you don't do right, that's sin. If you know God gave you a command and you don't do it, that's sin. If you know the word of God and you don't execute on it, that's sin. So, you know what I'm saying? That's why I say it's a huge responsibility. Because it is. And I just, you know what I'm saying? I'm certainly going to simplify it for you. But I will say this, there's no greater place to be than in the kingdom. Because everything you need is given to you. God knows everything you need. God knows you need to eat. God knows you need a house. You need somewhere to live. God knows you need shelter. God knows you need food and clothes. He knows you need clothes. So, you know what I'm saying? The Bible says, seek ye first his kingdom and his righteousness, and all these things will be added to you. So God is going to take care of you. You focus on executing his will for your life, he'll focus on giving you the things that you need and you want to have. That's how that works. But you got to understand there are objectives that God would like to fulfill. In the end of the Bible, his whole entire goal is bringing heaven to earth. New Jerusalem gonna come out of the sky and it's gonna be on earth. So he's very concerned with heaven on earth. He's very concerned with fulfilling his will on this earth. He sent his son to die to bring the kingdom to earth. And so we need to honor Jesus's sacrifice by being kingdom. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so that's where I'm gonna end it. Again, you know what I'm saying? This is not one of those oogle google Philly messages, but if you look at any other bit that I put in there, most of it ain't. Most of it is about being real. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's real. So, you know what I'm saying? If you want somebody to make you feel good, there's plenty of people out there that can do that. But, you know what I'm saying? If you're interested in growing and maturing and being kingdom, that's what this platform is for. So if you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them down in the comment section. I might make another video just for you. All right.